Success comes with sacrifice. Man, what's good, YouTube, y'all? It's your boy Reese in the Cut. We back with y'all with another video today. As y'all can tell by the title of the video, man, success comes with sacrifice, right? So, of course, if y'all don't know who I am, I'm a 20-year-old content creator from Illinois, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want a little bit more backstory on me, go to my previous videos. You know what I'm saying? Just for y'all who don't know who I am, this channel is basically just like for like growth, development, financial advice, you know what I'm saying, success advice. Not saying that I'm a successful person, but I kind of feel like I'm on the way to that level, you know what I'm saying? Like every day, like my mind is just elevating and it's just progressing. So make sure y'all boys like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, the subscribers, crazy. Like I told y'all, we literally been gaining like 200 subscribers a day. Like that plaque coming real soon, y'all. So yeah, further ado, man, enough of the yap, man, enough of the small talk, bro. Let's get straight into the video, man. So success comes with sacrifice, right? So in order to be successful, what are you willing to sacrifice? Okay, every rich person, every person who's been successful has had to make a sacrifice at least once or twice in their life. And when I say a sacrifice, it doesn't have to be necessarily big, like, you know what I'm saying? But everyone has to make sacrifices. That can literally just be working extra hours, anything from small to big, right? So of course that can consist of literally like friends, family, alcohol, drug addictions, right? Maybe some of your closest friends may be your downfall. You gotta sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that you gotta sacrifice your friends, but you gotta sacrifice getting yourself away from your friends. You know, sometimes you gotta sacrifice your, you know what I'm saying, your time, as I should say. Not sacrifice your friends, sacrifice your time from your friends. Like, not saying that you gotta all the way cut them off, but you gotta take some time away from them. Like, look, bro, like I gotta go focus on me. I gotta go hit my goals. I gotta go make sure that I'm getting on my shit. Make sure that I'm doing what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Relationships. You might gotta tell that girl or that boy, like, look, I love you and all, but this and that. But in order for us to work, I'm not gonna lie, like we gotta kind of chop our time in half a little bit. We're young, this and that, whatever. Or we just not where we need to be right now. We gotta focus on where we need to be. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice your time away from your partner. Family. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice your time away from family. Family could be your biggest downfall. I'm pretty sure that's not the first time you guys have heard that. Literally, the ones that you think that love you the most, like your family and this and that, they can literally be your downfall. Literally, you know that. Some people don't find that out till it's too late. Some people find that out early. For the people who find that out early, that's good, great. But yeah, just things like that. Those could be like, of course, you gotta sacrifice your time away from people. So remember, you have to go through to get to, right? Like I always said, like I said in my last video, you got to go through to get to. You know what I'm saying? That's a sacrifice. There's going to be times in your life where you have to sacrifice certain things to get to where you need to get to. And once you realize that, you're going to literally be 10 times better as a person. Just you realizing that you have to do what you have to do to get to where you need to be in life, it teaches you a mindset that just, I don't know, like I feel like it teaches you a mindset that things are not always gonna go your way, or I have to go out there and I have to do a certain thing to get a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just that mentality that kind of gives you. You know what I'm saying? So your words have power. So once you ask God to give you what you ask for, be ready to make that sacrifice that He wants you to make. God, of course, I'm going to always mention God in all my videos. Like I always say, I try not to get too religious because everybody has different religions, whether it's Allah, Buddha, anything, whatever. But literally, God wants us to all make a sacrifice because He knows our temptations. And He puts those temptations in your life and He allows you to have them at first, because when He takes them and when He wants to give you a better blessing, He wants to see if you're going to sacrifice them to get that blessing and receive that blessing from Him. Okay? So let's say He might give you the benefit of the doubt. Like let's say you're a guy or a girl. He gives you the benefit of the doubt. Like you look good, you attract a lot of people, and you may be in like multiple relationships or something, right? In order for you to probably get to, He probably wants you to give that life up. Maybe He don't want you to have as many partners. Maybe He tests you to see, okay, yeah, you look good. You can attract guys or girls, but are you going to get that up? You know what I'm saying? Just that sacrifice, literally, like in this video. That's what the whole video about. What are you going to give up to get to where you need to be? You know what I'm saying? How far are you willing to go to get where you need to be? Literally. That's it. That's literally it right there. And with sacrifice comes losses. The big gamble, losses, sacrifice, all that, right? You can't be afraid to take a loss. That's what's gonna make you a winner, okay? Roll the dice, literally. Every successful person has had to take a loss. I was watching the interview, Rick Ross, Ricky Rose. If you guys need some more motivation, farther from me, go watch Rick Ross's interviews. Watch the way he talks. He's gonna tell you that he had to take 100 million losses, but it made him a man. It made him who he is. That loss is not really a loss technically. That loss is to see if you're gonna keep going in order to get to the prize, in order to get to the win. So never look at a loss as like, oh, bro, like, dang, I lost all this in the process. Look at it, okay, am I gonna keep going? That's what the universe is literally looking at when you take a loss. Everybody has to take a loss, bro. I remember one time, for example, it was this guy on Instagram, right? Like, this was probably like a year ago or something. It was this guy on Instagram, right? He was known, I guess, for helping people out, do this and that. And I was on the phone with him a lot. Like I told you, like he drove Wraiths, he drove nice cars, all type of things, right? He literally was like, okay, send me this and that, and I'm gonna help you out. Send him money, got scammed. It wasn't a loss. It just told me, it showed me if you can't touch it, don't buy it. If you can't touch it, do not spend your money on it. That's another quote from Ricky Rose. If you cannot touch it, don't put your hands on it. But that's, you know what I'm saying? That's just like a little example like of a loss that I took in my life. Of course, I took many other losses, but that's just the first one I can think of off the top of my head. But what it showed me is there's no quick success. There's no quick path to money. Okay? That little thing that I was gonna send him, I think I sent him like $200, $300. He said he's gonna like turn to $3,000. But mind you, I was on the phone with the guy every day. Like we had built up a little relationship. Ended up not being who he was, right? But hey, that just shows me. That showed me. That wasn't a loss. It was a lesson. Your losses are not supposed to be losses. Your losses are supposed to be lessons. Okay, so that's how you gotta look at a loss. All right. So what I got for y'all next? Okay, and when you take that loss, you gotta take it like a champion. You have to take a loss like a champion, right? Because that's what's gonna keep you going. When I took that loss, you said, okay, you know what? Chin up. I'm not gonna put my head down. I'm not gonna get discouraged because it happens. Some people, it's the fact that you tried though, but there's no quick get rich schemes. You know what I'm saying? But I took it like a champion, and that's why I'm standing here where I am today now, with way more than $300 in my name. And actually, that was like probably the only $300 to my name at the time. So yes, I did lose $300 in the process, but literally came back 3 times harder. And you know what I told myself when I took that loss? I told myself, all right, bet. Give me a minute, give me a few months, give me a year, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna laugh at that shit, and I'll laugh at it every time because literally, bro, I could scratch the floor with $300 at least over 20 times. Okay, so take the loss like a champion. Head up, tell yourself we're gonna come back from it 10 times better, and charge it to the game. That's all you gotta do. We charge losses to the game because they're not really losses, they're just lessons at the end of the day. You gotta go through it. If you don't take a loss in the beginning of your life, you're gonna end up taking a loss in a you know what I'm saying, in the future, when it's like stuff, you know, because as we young, we resilient. The sooner you take a loss, the quicker you're gonna come back from it. You know, I was 19 when I took that loss. Resilient. Bounce back 100 times harder, right? So another thing, you can't be afraid to gamble. Well, actually, this is a quote. You can't be afraid to gamble on yourself because nobody's going to bet on you. What does that quote mean? Why would you not invest in yourself, bet on yourself? Because 9 times out of 10, nobody's going to do it. Nobody's going to bet on you. Nobody's going to roll that dice on you. Let's say you got 100 people in the room and you know what I'm saying, the odds are all against you. How many of those people you think will bet on you? You probably get a couple, right? Especially like if there's somebody up against you that's way better than you, faster, stronger than you, how many of those people are going to bet on you? Right? Forget those people. That's how you gotta have that mindset. Forget those people. You gotta go out there, you gotta bet on yourself. Because who else gonna do it? Invest in yourself, bro. Believe in yourself, because That's just real. That's just real shit. No one knows you like you. No one knows what you're capable of like you. People, they're not gonna bet on you because they don't see the ambition. They don't see the hustle. They don't see the grind like how you see in yourself. Imagine if I would have told people, look, bro, I'm gonna have 17,000. 10 years ago, if I would have told people I'm gonna have 17,000 subscribers on YouTube, you think they would have? You think they would have bet on me? You think they would have believed that? They would have looked at me like I'm fucking crazy. Simple as that. But I knew in my mind I had hustle, ambition, and this and that. Not saying that I had it 10 years ago, but that's just you. We know, you know yourself like only you know yourself. You know what you're capable of. So yeah, bet on yourself and don't be afraid to bet on yourself. Like I said, nobody else gonna do it for you. So another, like, to kind of like piggyback off that a little bit, you gotta bet on yourself no matter what the outcome is. You have to, bro. It don't matter. Like, okay, so I was watching a Who's Casper video, right? Cause I just like I get a lot of my motivation from Casper, AV Academy, Rick Ross, all type of stuff like that. And he said like when you put something out to the universe, it might seem so delusional, but it's the fact that you keep putting it out there that it's almost inevitable and it has to happen. So bet on yourself no matter the outcome. Because 9 times out of 10, the outcome is gonna work out for you. You know, just taking that risk, making that sacrifice, and just gambling on yourself. And it's not even really a gamble. At that, I really shouldn't be calling it a gamble because it's you. I can see if you were investing in somebody else, then that person might fail you. But if you put the hard work in, the progression, the hours, the time, and the effort, how can you fail yourself? It's not really failure, for real. And remind you, we got a long life ahead of us. So just because something isn't working out in the first stage of your life doesn't mean that it's done. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years now. I'm just now starting to get where I need to be, and I'm just now starting to get my flowers and my props. Imagine if I would have told myself a year ago. Imagine if I would have gave up a year ago, just because I wouldn't see a progression. Never would have knew. Never knew the outcome. So bet on yourself, no matter the outcome, no matter what. In spite you're seeing, like you're not seeing the progression. Keep betting on yourself, no matter what, bro. So another thing, in order to become successful, you gotta get out your comfort zone, which is another sacrifice. You gotta get out your comfort zone. You gotta be willing to try new things. Like I'm always shout out to Rick Ross, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all really gotta go watch Rick Ross, bro. And he said like getting out your comfort zone and just trying new things is what really made him successful. Because, of course, like when he was in the hood, he did this and that. He did what he did, and he did what he was used to. But when he started to try new things, when he started to invest in this and that, that's when things, like, really start flowing to him. That 9-to-5 job that you at, bro, I'm not going to lie. That's cool and all. Like I said, I love my 9-to-5. I always say I love a good 9-to-5 that pays you money. Guaranteed money. We all love it. But that 9-to-5 that you at, bro, that's not really trying a new thing. It's not. Cause after a while you get to doing the same thing every day, literally, like this. Imagine if I never would have tried this. This is a new thing. Like this right here, me talking to you guys is me stepping out of my comfort zone. It might be a couple of you guys laughing through the camera like this and that. Me knowing that, but that's you know what I'm saying. I'm cool with that. This is new stuff. Try new things, bro. It doesn't hurt. You gotta have that mentality that you have nothing to lose. Like I said last video. You have that mentality that you have nothing to lose, you have nothing and everything to gain. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain, you're gonna win, bro. Cause literally, bro, that's what this channel is about. We're trying to beat the system. We're working on finances, bro. We bossing up. We gotta have that mentality. What we gonna lose? What we got to lose? You know what I'm saying? So lastly, bro, of course, like I said, try new things. Be flexible, be open-minded to new things, bro. I'm trying to tell you guys. It may seem like you might fail because they are like a lot of people always tell you like do what you used to, but those people who tell you do what you used to, bro, are the same people who's probably doing the same things. So that's all I got for y'all today, man. I hope I can give y'all some more motivation. Remember, sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. If you want to get to where you want to be, if you want to be successful, bro, make the sacrifice. Because another thing that they told me while I was watching his interview, you can't be mad for the results for the work you didn't put in. You can't be mad for the results of the work that you didn't put in. You gotta sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. But yeah, I'm love y'all boys, man. I'm gonna be back with y'all more content. Y'all know I am, bro, because y'all know I love this and I love y'all more, man. I'll be back with y'all, Ace.